I have gotten 3 things wrong completely. Yes, I did a video before on spot on or spun off, and that was like little things like predictions and stuff like that. But those were like standings, or it's mainly standings really, or records, or the way that a team plays. But this is like full-on predictions that I have gotten way off the mark. So let's go with the first one. The first one was, it was actually kind of reasonable until something happened. It was my MVP prediction. I had Andrew Luck winning the MVP. And that was reasonable. I thought that was incredibly reasonable. Until, of course, he retired. So how much of that is really my fault? I don't know. But it does now look like it is going to be a 2-man race between Patrick Mahomes and Christian McCaffrey. Now, it all depends on whether or not one gets injured or not. Patrick Mahomes has gotten beaten up quite a bit. He's had some games where he looks like he's limping just a tad. But earlier this season, I said Patrick Mahomes is not winning back-to-back MVPs, but it is looking like he very well can. He has had a tremendous start so far, even though they lost to the Colts recently. I think that they're now 4-1. The Chiefs are, but he's on pace to pass for 6,000 yards, which is insane to think about. And he's obviously very, very talented. He very well could win back-to-back MVPs. He's been amazing. He's been crazy, crazy good. And Christian McCaffrey, on the other hand, has been also incredible. He has been carrying that team. He has been having crazy stats. I proclaimed him as the best running back in the league until I can really compare him to Saquon Barkley, because Saquon Barkley has been injured and therefore is out, and I cannot compare an injured person to a fully healthy person who is carrying up the league. So I completely bombed there. How much of it is my fault, I really don't know, but I got it completely wrong, so there we go. Another one was the 49ers, and not their team. I don't trust that offense at all, but I'm talking more about their defense. I thought that their defense would need time to gel because they got young Nick Bosa, they got Quan Alexander they got some free agency pieces, Quan Alexander, Jason Verrett. I thought that they would need time to gel together and really, need some time to really be a force, because their defense looks nice on paper, but I thought that it would need some time to really become that force that it could be. Oh, boy, I was wrong. Their defense is amazing. Yes, they haven't played top caliber teams. They've played teams like the Bucks, Steelers, who they barely beat. They played some other team I can't remember. They had a bye week, and then they played against the Browns, who they smacked. But I don't think their offense is really all that. I think their offense is still really shaky. I don't trust it really with Jimmy Garoppolo just yet. So I'm gonna hold off there. But their defense has been incredible, amazing. Their defense really has been giving them these wins. That game against the Browns, I mean, it could have been really, really, really good. But who was it? Number 11. Starts with a C. I'm Antonio Callaway. There we go. He dropped a bullet pass right to his chest from Baker Mayfield for a touchdown, and went right into the arms of a defender from the San Francisco 49ers. I cannot speak today. And he ran it back, not for a touchdown, but for a good amount of yards. Richard Sherman obviously got that early interception off Baker Mayfield after the offense just scored an 83-yard touchdown with Matt Breida, again, off one carry. I really don't trust that offense, but their defense has been keeping them in games, and I really thought that defense needed time to gel to get that good. But they've been spectacular so far. Nick Bosa has been doing really, really well. Their defense overall has been doing really, really well. Alright, so I was wrong there. Next, and most painfully, I've been wrong about my Chargers. I really thought that I really, really thought that they would do better. I had them going 13-3. Part of that was maybe just a bit of bias. You can say 11-5, 12-4, but they're 2-3. That is unacceptable. I really don't know what's going wrong. Their defense isn't playing bad. Their run defense hasn't been there for quite some time now. Still really isn't there. They don't possess the ability to stop people, really. But when they do, their offense can't do anything, which is frustrating. So I'm going to do a video mainly focusing on the Chargers offense. And I'm going to try to figure out why the heck, I know, pardon my language, why the heck they suck so much this season. They're 2-3. They don't really suck, but really, the Raiders are 3-2 and you're 2-3. Come on. Come on. You went to the playoffs last year. Come on, you can do better than this. So that's what I've gotten completely wrong so far. I'm gonna do a video on that, and it makes me sad that I have to do that, and I've been trying not to do that because I don't want to cry while watching film. I really don't. But I will. So I've gotten that wrong. And then there's some other things that is looking like I'm going to get wrong, but I'm still holding out because I still want to see how it flushes out, such as the Packers and Browns. Packers, I didn't think that they'd be this good. They're 4-1 right now. I think 4-1. I have them going 9-7. I think 9-7. But they're looking great. Their defense has actually looked pretty good. I thought that their defense is a bit overrated, and I think it still is, but their defense has definitely improved. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Jones, like I said, with Matt LaFleur, they're going to turn to a more run-heavy offense, and they have with Aaron Jones, and he's looked great. He had 4 touchdowns against the Cowboys. I mean, he's looked amazing. And then with the Browns, I'm definitely going to do a video on Baker Mayfield, and especially over the losses and maybe some of the wins, to see why they've lost those games or why he's thrown those interceptions, stuff like that. So some of it's not his fault, some of it is his fault, and part of it is his emotions getting the better of him. And especially after that Matt Breida 83-yard touchdown, where Baker wanted to get a big play and he threw it right into the hands of Richard Sherman. That's an example right there of emotion in a quarterback getting the better of it. So that's to look forward to. Anyways, those are the 3 main things I've gotten wrong. And I just really wanted to talk about it because I feel like it's necessary to point out that I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I try to predict things as accurately as possible, but sometimes things happen where it's unforeseen.